Sequels in games usually aim for bigger and better things, whether it's expanding on an existing world or providing an entirely new map to explore. They're always looking for the next big thing. Sometimes though, sequels can lose some of the magic of the first game or change crucial mechanics that end up making players prefer the original title. This is not the case for Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain, developed by Hopoo Games, was released in 2013 for PC, and it instantly became a favorite for most people who picked it up. It had an amazing and unique system, which caused the game to become increasingly difficult depending on how long you play it. So, making the choice to explore a level for more loot will come at a price of making the current and future levels much harder. On top of that, the combat was satisfying and there was enough build variety in the game to make every run-through feel unique. It also had online co-op, making it so you can grab a couple of friends and tear through the waves of enemies together. With a number of characters and items to unlock in a variety of different ways, you could see why this game received such praise, and I put a good chunk of time trying to unlock everything that I could, and I had a blast. The game's sequel was announced all the way back in 2017, and eventually was released into early access on Steam in March of 2019. Risk of Rain 2's launch trailer was packed with shiny new visuals, and even, to many people's surprise, had switched from a 2D shooter to full 3D environments. Taking an existing formula that I had come to love and evolving it into something new had me a little worried at first, but I was a little quick to judge. What I came to realize and eventually love about it though, is that somehow, through all this fresh paint and new perspective, the heart of the original game was still there. It almost felt nostalgic. The coin capsules and chests had the exact same look to them, as well as things like shrines and returning enemies being present here. Even the character designs and abilities were unchanged for the most part. I felt like I've already played Risk of Rain 2 before even buying it because it had such a familiar feeling to it. I think this sense of familiarity is what makes Risk of Rain 2 an almost perfect example of a sequel. To have everything the way it was in the previous game back, but also opening the door to new possibilities in terms of expanding the world, adding new characters and items, and really showing the sense of scale between the survivors and the enemies. This new 3D perspective makes everything feel way more chaotic, and unlike the first game, makes it so you have to aim your attacks to actually hit your enemies this time. These games can ramp up in difficulty so quickly, so you really need to pace your progression in a way that makes sense. It also feels amazing to team up with friends online to take down huge bosses, or discover the mountain of secrets this game has to offer. Once again, with the range of characters and items, each run feels unique, and with some items even changing how your character looks. The game has just received its first DLC, Survivors of the Void, adding 2 new survivors, 3 new stages, a bunch of new items, an alternative ending, and even a new wave-based game mode. I haven't even dived deep enough into the base game to really tell you if this is a sizable addition, but it's always nice to see that even 2 years after its launch, it's still receiving updates. I hope Hopoo Games has much more planned for Risk of Rain 2 in the coming years. Have you played Risk of Rain 2? Comment below and tell me the most overpowered run you've ever had, or who your favorite survivor is. And if you want to see more content similar to this, then a subscription is the best way to do so. That's all from me. Thanks for watching.